place for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm glad to be here covering this week's featured group, and what a pairing, as these two have been hinting at quite a budding rivalry here.
So it appears this player's target is to beat Rickie Fowler this week. That should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Yeah, Rickie Fowler sounds like he's up for the challenge. On social media, he's been talking about this rivalry. Is Rickie ever not up for the challenge, though? He'll smile as he's beating you, that's for sure.
Yes, likes to kill him with kindness, does our Rickie. He is a wonderful fella on and off the course, and with a renewed confidence in his game, the new father's looking to shine here. This will be a tough challenge for our rivalry. Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player is firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
This one looks like it'll safely make the green. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
It's on a good line. Getting off to a great start at this event.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
He's currently tied for 8th.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Not a bad line, this one. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. This one's for birdie. Nice stroke. Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. The third hole at TPC Summerlin is a very strong par 4, measuring 492 yards. There's a huge ravine that works right up through the middle of this. It requires a very strong drive up the right half to go up this green in 2. There is a big fairway to the left if you want to tuck over and get up and down for your par that way. Few players have had the kind of impact on the game that Rickie Fowler has, certainly being a fan favourite, Rich. It's funny when you see grown men dressed head to toe in orange supporting this wonderful person. But I know he wants more out of his career bio than what he's got right now.
And he will definitely get it as well, Luke. He's too good of a talent, and he has too much ability to not be a great player and be on the top of the leaderboard definitely a few times during the season. He is definitely, if there is a Pied Piper in golf outside of Tiger Woods, I would put my thumb on Rickie Fowler, just because so many people go out there dressed in the orange gear that he has, and whatever he does, they just love it. He's engaging, he's affable, he looks like he is enjoying himself on the golf course, which I truly believe he is. He really is one of these players that's so dynamic and so fun to be around. You can't help but root for him week in and week out.
The fourth at TPC Summerlin is a pretty straightaway par 4, measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole, just be accurate on approach. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Lining up here after a bunch of birdies, Rich.
It's a good start to the day. Let's hope they can keep up the good form.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Oh, come on, sit.
Well, they've got their eye locked in. Look at that approach shot against Rickie Fowler as well.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Oh, that's frustrating. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. The fifth at TPC Summerlin is a par 3 measuring 197 yards. Depending on where they put the tees on this hole, ensures the type of club you need to get at it. If you're going at it, make sure you avoid that bunker that's short and right. Well, a good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Now over to Rickie Fowler.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
It's time to check on the leaderboard. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The 6th at TPC Summerlin is a snaking par 4, playing 430 yards. There's a big waste area up to the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. If you can position your drive on the right half of this fairway, it gives you the best shot up the hill to a green that is not protected by any bunkers. Going with the 8-iron here. Oh, stop it. What a shot. Hold this putt and a chance for second place. Ooh, nice line. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. The 7th at TPC Summerlin is a short par 4 measuring just 382 yards off the tips. Really, you just want to avoid the trees on the left-hand side because that will prevent you getting at the green, which is well guarded by bunkers and trees. Lay up, short right, a nice little wedge in here, and try and make a birdie. Well, that's high quality. I'm sure they were aiming for it, but for it to go in, that's awesome. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Oh, you beauty, an eagle. And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard. Oh, that's an absolute beauty, hey, Beamer. Why don't we take another look at it?
Yeah, they were looking at an up and down, but just down.
Yeah, that's some positive momentum now. Right to the top of the leaderboard they go. The 8th at TPC Summerlin is a big par 3, playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short rider also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey. Here's a look at Rambo from a moment ago.
He's a sharp shooter from short range, isn't he? Yes, it's in.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. Ooh. This is a par putt. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. The 9th at TPC Summerlin was a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt. Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Like the look of this one. Ouch, that hurts. 5 feet coming up to the cup. Okay, steady now. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. The only good thing about free putting for par is you don't drop a shot. The 10th, the TPC Summerlin, is the beginning hole of a back nine that has many challenges and also a lot of fun holes. Not overly long at 420 yards. You're just trying to avoid any trouble off the tee so you can get a clear shot at this green. A chance to begin the back nine with a birdie. How much did the win last week give them the confidence to perhaps pull it off again here and go back to back?
A massive win last week, looking to double up again this week. I gotta say, they're building off all the good things they did last week. A win could definitely happen.
Good look at a birdie here.
Looking good so far.
Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently in 2nd place, hoping to overtake the leader.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Placement off the tee is required at the TPC Summerlin 11th hole, par 4, measuring 448 yards. The big bunker down the right side is to be avoided at all costs. And there's also a little tree there which might affect any line of sight approach to this green.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
This is looking around 115 yards out. What a drive that was.
Oh, almost went in. This would be a great up and down. Wow, that almost went in the hole.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one.
Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. The 12th here at Summerlin is another short par 4. 442 yards off the tips, but plays slightly downhill and leaves just a short iron approach. The only real danger here is the big body of water that starts around 150 yards short and goes right up past the green. Henny, what's the player facing here?
He's got roughly 105 yards here.
Going with the pitching wedge here. That's well played. Pin high.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play.
Now over to Rickie Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. The 13th at TPC Summerlin is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards from the back tees. The big hitters with a tail breeze can cover that bunker on the left-hand side. But if you want to lay up, make sure you've given yourself the right number because there's a lot to this green and plenty of ways to 3-putt it. Be careful on approach. Great shot. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Currently leading by 3.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Looks good off the blade. Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
Wow, what a save.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
Our current leader is up by 3 shots. The 14th at TPC Summerlin is a straightaway par 3 playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Looking great now.
Ooh, right by the hole. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Quality shot, that one.
Second shot here on the 15th. Just a 4-footer remaining. I don't mind the look of this. Now over to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort,
This is how the field is shaping up.
currently 3 strokes up after that hole.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
The 16th hole at TPC Summerlin is the final par 5 on the course, Rich, and one the players can reach into.
Obviously, no hope leaving it short with your second shot in the water at 16. So most players bailing out, hitting it just over this green. If they draw a decent lie, they can chip it close, make birdie. However, not so easy. There's a couple of low areas and greenside bunkers to deal with long of this green.
Putting for eagle here.
This is on a great line.
Oh, birdie with big wings. Great putt. He sits in first position.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
The 17th at TPC Summerlin is a downhill par 3 playing 196 yards. Jonathan Bird once famously holed out in the playoff here to snatch the title. The green shapes right to left towards the hazard, so make sure if you're going to go for it, be very accurate. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Trying to move to 13 deep here with this putt.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch. This one's tracking.
Ooh, nice putt to make for a birdie.
Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one. The 18th at TPC Summerlin is a 444-yard par 4 with a big body of water just beyond the gully, which you've got to drive. Make sure you avoid those bunkers on the right side to give you a good iron into this green. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 155.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water.
And taking aim from around 100 yards here.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
That should set up another chance. And he can win the event here if he can hold this putt.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Okay, so luckily they've got another chance to get the win here.
Well, it's fair to say that this player ran the tables this week, Rich, and came up trumps in Las Vegas. Look at your Shriners Children's Open winner.
And nobody on the PGA Tour will be shining quite as brightly as this player the rest of the evening here in Las Vegas.
This is impressive. To win out here on tour is a big deal, but to go back-to-back, Rich, how significant is that?
Luke, winning once on the PGA Tour is difficult enough. To win back-to-back weeks, that's reserved for just the top players in the game.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Champions Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beem in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be following this featured group as there are rumours of quite a rivalry kicking off between these two players.
Well, Henny, it sounds like they're trying to beat young Will Zalatoris. I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
Oh, as am I. Wily Will found his way onto the tour in a very unusual manner, and he kept himself there. The pressure is not too much for him. He can handle anything. He's a fierce young man, a young man of the future, and, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with his game. Where can you beat him? Where can you see any of those defenses? He's very confident, and as I said, Luke, he can take that pressure.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting. It's half a chance of being holed, this one. That's inside the range.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
And now let's catch up with John McCarthy for an on-course report. What can we expect from Echo Park Golf Club this week, John?
Well, Luke, one thing I can say about this after walking the course this morning, it's a long one. Distance off the tee, especially important here at Echo Park. Course starts off along the big lake. There are a few holes that hug the edge of this lake, not unlike Bay Hill, but here you get hit with it right off the start. And when you get away from the water, you get hit with the sand on the 6th. There is a thin corridor of fairway that leads to the green that weaves its way through. I think there's 5-6 bunkers leading up to and surrounding the 6th green. And from there on out, the players are going to be on the watch for the sand because it's sneaky and it's hard to avoid in certain situations. It's going to be an exciting time here, I think, this week at Echo Park.
Wow. That was handy holding out from there.
Not a good lie. Fortunate to hit the pin and go in.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
Teeing off here at the 3rd hole.
Absolutely tattooed that one.
Rich, what kind of mojo do you think this player's got after winning in their last start?
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
Oh, terrific approach and a chance for birdie here at the 3rd.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Looking really good, this one. Oh, what a super shot. Currently at 3 under for the day.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Here we are at Echo Park Golf Club, the 4th hole, and it's a big brute of a par 4.
Off the tee, your eyes look down the left-hand side and see 2 massive bunkers and obviously the water. So anything right of that is just fine. If you find the fairway, second shot is downhill just a little bit to a long, narrow green that has got bunkers down the right-hand side. Distance control with that second shot is absolutely imperative if they want to have a good look at birdie.
Well, Rich, this won't come as a big surprise, will it? Because there's a lot of people talking about this player. They've been performing beautifully all season, and many think they can win this event.
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Just needs this one to kick right. That was a beauty. 7 feet to the cup.
Little birdie look in here.
This one started out on a good line. And that's their 4th birdie of the day.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. Going with the 7. Oh, absolutely flushed. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. That was a gallant attempt. 8 feet to the cup. Hey, that's a chance. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. To me, the short par 4 is the most underrated hole in all of golf.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
You like that, didn't you? Sitting at -4. Currently in top spot.
That's a super shot. That's another green in regulation. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Oh, that one just missed the hole. Let's return to live play now. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. It's got a chance. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 5 under. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. This hole is a par 5. Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there, you feel the sky is the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A to point B. He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like it's right there in front of him. He reminds me of an old school pool player who he's already made all the shots. Now just has to go ahead and just sink the next one because he set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
That's a little wayward.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
Well, that should limit the damage. Nicely done. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Moments like that deserve another look.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second. Here we go. We're beginning the 9th hole now. Handy effort, that one. There have been a lot of players that have come out and people are quick to label them as prodigious talents and what they can do, but it's true about Lydia Ko that she is one of the game's prodigies.
Luke, when you say prodigy, I think Lydia Ko's name should just be, instead of prodigy, just say, look at Lydia Ko. Because this young lady has seemingly done it all at 14 years young. 14, won a professional event. The youngest men or women to ever win a tournament that early. That is astounding. 18 years old, major champion with a final round 63. It's mind-blowing how good this young lady was at such an early age. Yes, had a little lull there for a little bit, but now come back out and has just taken the world by storm again. 17 wins already and building in her professional career. The sky is the limit for Lydia.
Sitting at 3 over par. Yeah, magical shot out of the bunker, that one. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Well, this is when the knees start to knock. The sweat starts to appear on the palms of your hands, Rich. Just a slender lead with 9 to play.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Yeah, this is a quality-looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. It's been a good year. 3 wins so far this season. That's a good-looking shot there. Getting ready to play their third. Currently leading by 2. Oh, that was tidy. That should ensure the up and down.
Love watching this player around the greens.
This putt coming up is for birdie. And after that fine display, they are holding first spot on the leaderboard, with Lydia Ko trailing in second place. The 11th at Echo Park is a par 4 stretching at 430 from the back tees.
Just a slight bit uphill off the tee shot. Find a spot at that far bunker, Luke, that you want to aim at and go ahead and turn it loose. From there, second shot goes over a nice little meandering stream that wanders throughout the golf course to a green, clover-like in appearance, but I gotta say, this is really one of the coolest holes on the golf course. I love it.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Yeah, this is lovely. Oh yeah, that's awesome. I didn't think they'd be able to hit that from that lie.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Just didn't drop. No, that's a punish. Nothing worse than putting it off for green. And here we are with their 4th. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Oh, terrific. What an effort. That shot so good, we need to have another look.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Sitting at -8 for the day. And an opportunity awaits as they step onto this tee of the par 3. And choosing the 8-iron here. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do...
Oh, what a touch of class. Holds it from the sand. Okay, time to return to the action. Second shot here on the 12th. That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. And let's have one more look at that shot.
What an amazing putt from way out.
And with that hole behind them, they currently lead ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. Well, the 13th hole here at Echo Park Golf Club is not as kind. A big hole at 504 from the tips.
Well, thankfully, it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course, that meandering brook that is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down that right-hand side, but that's for the brave few. Second shot downhill slightly to a massive green. Just some big bunkers on the left-hand side, but plenty of bailout room over to the right.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
He was on a good line. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Putting for a par here. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Leading by 3 strokes now. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole. Attaboy, good shot. Playing from around 150 yards here. Currently leading by 3. Going with the 8-iron here. Not bad. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Oh, so close. Putting for par. And well holed. Let's move on. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Let's see what happens here on the 15th. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
He's about 155 from this whole location. Had a fantastic drive.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Pretty good shot there.
This putt to get to 10 under par.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
It's tracking. And with that putt hold, now double digits under par. -10 as we head to the final few holes.
And just a very narrow margin of a lead out there. Let's see if they can calm their nerves and get this done.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Currently in first position.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Needs this one to kick right.
Wow, showing Will Zalatoris that this rivalry is indeed not to be taken lightly.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Next up is this par 4 hole. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Put every ounce they had into that drive.
Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
If it's up, it could be in. And that will drop in for a birdie. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And a chance to ice the tournament here. Holding the lead, playing the last.
That dog will hunt.
Time for the second shot on the 18th. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. I'm not sure that's what they had in their mind. That's further right than they wanted. Ooh, wouldn't it be nice to chip this in and win the tournament? How close was that to going down? It's all come down to this. A putt for the title. And what a way to win it. Lovely putt.
Absolutely. It's hard to believe that this player's already got 4 victories on the season. Top of the game right now. It's impressive.
And Rich, you know what this is like, going back-to-back on the PGA Tour. How big is it?
It's a lot more mentally difficult than I think a lot of people understand. I'm very impressed with how this player held up the final 9 holes. Congratulations. Great finish.
On behalf of Rich Beem, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.